Hi and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be doing an unboxing rather than a review as such, and this is an album that I've kind of visited before. So this is from the Beatles, and this is the Revolver, what do they call it, special edition Super Deluxe vinyl boxed set. And here we are. I thought I'd do an unboxing. Now, you will, if you follow the channel, you'll be aware that it was actually on the day of release, so just over a week ago, I did do a reaction to the new stereo mix, and I'll put a link to that up here. And I won't say too much about it. I don't want to spoil your surprise if you haven't already seen that video. But in the comments to that video, and frankly, just common sense, I was comparing there the new stereo mix, which is the new bit of this, with what I consider to be the definitive mix, which is the original mono mix. And I say I won't comment on my findings there, but a lot of people said, "Oh, I need to compare the stereo to the stereo, or the mono to the mono." Now, in this boxed set here, along with several other goodies, 2 LPs of outtakes, which I'm really interested to hear. Although those sorts of things I probably only play once or twice ever. There is, essentially it's just a new pressing of the original mono master. So that will be interesting to compare that against the original mono pressing that I've got. But I'll do that in another video on another day. And what I also might do is compare the stereo vinyl, which I've already compared to the mono original, with an original stereo mix. And we'll also have a look at the box and other bits and bobs in there. So anyway, let's just get on and open this box up. It's as you may have noticed there, $169.99 this cost from Raves From The Grave. I'll put a link in the description, which isn't, it's a lot of money for one LP, but there's actually 4 LPs and sorts of other stuff in here. So anyway, inside the box, as you see, you get some really quite nice foam packing. Well, it's nice, and it's going to be doing its job. Not quite sure how I undo that. Oh, there we go, it's hinges. So there we go, we're upside down. Let's get the beastie out. So there you go, got a good interlocking foam tray. So by the looks of it, it's arrived in perfect condition, so that's good. Right, I'll just get this box out of the way. So here we are. This is what we get. The Beatles Revolver Super Deluxe 4 LP edition. New stereo mix by Giles Martin and Sam Ockel, which I've already talked about on another video, as I say. 2 sessions LPs of outtakes, rehearsals, demos, and studio chat. I look forward to listening to those. That'll be fun. Original 1966 mono LP. Well, obviously, brand new LP cut from the original 1966 mono master. So that will be interesting to compare to my original. Plus 7-inch bonus EP with paperback, writer, and rain in new stereo mixes and in original 1966 mono mix. It's kind of quite amusing, particularly rain, because I've just been out for my normal early morning walk and got absolutely drenched. The rain was coming down heavily, and actually I was listening on my just on my iPhone and earbuds. What I was listening to was streaming from Tidal, the original stereo mix of Revolver, and then comparing it to the new Giles Martin stereo mix. And I have to say, if headphones is your medium of choice, headphones and medium, method of delivery of choice, the new stereo mix makes a heck of a lot of sense, because the original is very much sort of, something hard left, hard right, and it just sounds really odd with the music, the album being sort of pulled apart and just presented in one ear or the other. There's no kind of very little stereo mixing and sound staging, whereas the new one, it does give you a kind of a sound stage, if you like, when listening on phones. So as I kind of guessed, with the stereo mix, I really think it's primarily done for the the current generation who primarily listen on headphones, frankly. But it will be really, really, really interesting to get to listen to the mono mix in here. Well, it's not a new mono mix, to listen to the new mono pressing and to see how well they've done that. Anyway, let's get on and have a look what we got in here. So that's there's the front. Nice box, nice back. And then we've got new stereo mix, side 1, side 2, sessions, side 1, side 2, loads of outtakes, take one, all sorts of cool stuff. And then the original mono master and the EP, made in the Czech Republic. And there we've got the spines. And I forgot to mention, obviously I haven't seen it yet, a 100-page hardback book, which again is going to be really interesting. So let's get this thing opened. My trusty razor blade. Right, here we go. Okay, box to one side. So, what we got here? Okay, there's the stereo mix, which, as I say, I've already got and kind of reacted to, reviewed, whatever you want to say. Let's just have a look at the vinyl. I'm sure it's as good as my other copy. Yeah, it is very nice and flat. It looks nice. Looks nice. 180 gram. So there we go. There's the stereo. And here we've got, now that's interesting. Here we've got the mono. Now my box, as you see, was absolutely fine. Look at this. My mono LP is completely gashed up on the cover. So I will I'll maybe return that. I don't know. That's a bit of a shame. That's literally just come straight out of the box, as you've seen. Concerning, so that would have been packed in that condition. Not really what you expect. Not a great start. So there we go. It's going to be interesting. Now the difference between this and the original, it will be cut probably with a different size cutting stylus, because back in the day when this was made, stereo was still a sort of a bit of a new novelty thing, and I have a special mono cartridge for playing mono records, but I won't play this on it because this is it's going to be cut with a stereo cartridge, with a stereo, almost certainly with a stereo cutting head. And then here we have, here we have the two LPs, very nice images in there. Two LPs of basically outtakes, studio stuff. on, and that's quite cool label. Parlophone Test record label. So it's not the kind of thing I'll listen to many times, I'm sure, but it's definitely interesting to hear at least once. Two LPs there. And here we have the single, which is in nice reproduced. I mean, this is card, the originals were paper, but kind of nice reproduction of the original type of 7-inch single sleeves you got. Very cool. And here's the single. Well, EP. Mono on one side, stereo on the other side. And then last, but by no means least, I mean, really, absolutely, by no means least, we've got the book. Very slightly dinged corner. Anyway, let's have a look in there. I think this really is, this is almost the prize of the package in a way. Fabulous photographs, forward by Paul McCartney, written this year. Anyway, there we go. Really interesting book. Loads of obviously got to sit down and give that a really good read, but loads of cool pictures, track by track. Let's just flick in the other end here. Handwritten notes. Don't quite know what that is. A comic strip. Handwritten lyrics, brilliant. Tape boxes, more tape boxes. Yeah. Okay, just looking at this, frankly, this book is bloody marvellous. It's beautiful. It's kind of annoying you have to spend 170 quid just to get the mono pressing if that was what you wanted. But you get that book too. So that is definitely a beautiful, beautiful thing and very worth having. So actually for your, what was it again? 170 quid. You get a stunning book. You get two LPs, stereo one I'm not so bothered about, but it'll be interesting to compare to the stereo original. The mono one I'm very intrigued to listen to. The outtakes will be, hugely interesting, as will the book. And the 7-inch, I hardly ever play 7 inches. I've got a Magical Mystery Tour is one of them, but I mean, just things that weren't really released on album. That's the only reason I have any 7 inches at all, to be honest. I don't collect those anymore. Anyway, there we have it. The Beatles Revolver Super Deluxe Edition 4 LP set. And the book is stunning. We shall wait and see what the mono LP sounds like. I will do a video when I've compared that, done an A/B demo with the original mono. Just a quick little update. And a couple of LPs of highly interesting outtakes. So it takes up quite a lot of record space. I shan't be getting rid of my, well, actually, who says? if this original mono mix sounds better than my original mono, which is in very good condition, but certainly not mint, I'd say in the unlikely event that sounds better than the new one, then there's no reason to keep hold of the old one. Typically for me, I just, it's what it sounds like that determines which copy of something is what I keep. So it is all down to the sound. But this, frankly, for the book and the outtakes and other stuff that it isn't available anywhere else, then, I figured even after hearing the stereo vinyl LP last week, I couldn't not get this. So there we go. Thank you very, very, very much for watching all the way through if you've got this far. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers, and my subscriber numbers still keep going up, not much to my amazement, but it's very cool, and it does, it just makes me want to do more and more and more videos. I will say I've got about 15 or 16 videos. These are just on LPs, on vinyl, not on tape. 15 or 16 sort of lined up down there waiting to be done. And I will get round to those. I'll maybe try and do 2 videos a week for the next few months. I'll just see how it goes. Obviously I've got day jobs and things which I have to fit this in all around, but thanks to everyone who watches, thanks to everyone who comments, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you very much. Bye.